You spend a third of your life in one position, and that position is either repairing your body or quietly destroying it. And most people have no idea which one theirs is doing. Every night, your body enters a construction zone. Bones rebuild, muscles repair. Your brain flushes out toxic waste that accumulated all day. But here's the problem. The position you collapse into determines whether that construction crew can actually do its job, or whether it spends 8 hours working against a building that keeps shifting underneath it. Think of your sleeping posture as the scaffolding around that overnight construction project. Bad scaffolding means the crew wastes energy fighting gravity, pressure, and misalignment. Good scaffolding means every repair happens exactly where it should. And by the end of this video, you will know the exact formula to get your scaffolding right, plus the one position almost everyone thinks is harmless that is doing the most structural damage per hour. So let's rank every sleeping posture, starting with the best. Number 1. Left side sleeping with neutral spinal alignment. This is not just the best position for one system. It is the only position that simultaneously protects your spine, clears your brain, supports your heart, and defends your gut. Here's what happens when you lie on your left side with your ear, shoulder, and hip forming a straight line. Your stomach is a curved organ that sits mostly on the left side of your abdomen. When you lie on that side, the opening between your esophagus and stomach, a muscular valve called the lower esophageal sphincter, ends up sitting above your stomach contents. Gravity keeps acid sealed in the stomach where it belongs. Food moves forward through the digestive tract instead of pushing backward into your throat. Now your heart. It sits slightly left of center in your chest, with the aorta, your body's main blood highway, arching to the left and running down the left side of your spine. Left side sleeping lets the heart pump with gravity pulling blood back toward it instead of fighting it. Think of it like running a water pump downhill versus uphill. Same pump, less effort. Blood flows more efficiently. The heart works less for the same output. And then there is the system most people have never heard of, your glymphatic system. Think of it like your brain's overnight sewer network. While you sleep, cerebrospinal fluid, the clear liquid that surrounds your brain, pulses through tiny channels wrapped around blood vessels, flushing out metabolic waste. That waste includes amyloid beta, the protein that builds up in Alzheimer's disease. Researchers found that side sleeping clears waste from the brain significantly faster than lying on your back or stomach. Side sleeping gives the sewer network the right downhill slope. Back sleeping flattens it. Stomach sleeping blocks the drains entirely. This is why the left side ranks first. It is the only posture where your digestive, cardiovascular, and neurological systems are all working with gravity at the same time. Number 2. Right side sleeping. Still on your side, still activating that brain drainage system, still keeping your airway open. But it drops to second for 2 specific reasons, both in your gut. Remember, your stomach curves to the left. When you flip to your right side, the stomach ends up sitting above the esophagus. Think of it like tipping a half-full water bottle sideways with the cap loosely on. The liquid pushes against the cap. That cap is your esophageal valve, and when stomach contents press against it from above, acid leaks through. Right side sleeping also slows the speed at which food leaves your stomach. It lingers longer, which means more bloating, more fermentation, more discomfort through the night. This is not a bad position, but it is leaving digestive performance on the table every single night. Number 3. Back sleeping. Here is where most people get it wrong. You probably think lying flat on your back is the gold standard for your spine, weight distributed evenly, no twisting, no compression, textbook neutral. But here is the thing, your airway does not agree with your spine. When you lie on your back, gravity pulls the base of your tongue and the soft tissue at the back of your throat downward. This narrows the air passage. Think of it like pinching a garden hose halfway shut. Air still flows, but it whistles, sputters, and loses pressure. For sleep apnea patients whose episodes worsen in this position, back sleeping doubles the number of breathing interruptions compared to side sleeping. Even without diagnosed apnea, the narrowed passage creates turbulence. That turbulence vibrates soft tissue. That vibration is snoring. And snoring fragments your sleep cycles, pulling you out of the deep, restorative stages over and over without you ever knowing it. Back sleeping also eliminates the sideways angle your brain's drainage system needs. That overnight sewer network loses its slope, waste clearance slows. Night after night, the buildup compounds. Back sleeping protects your spine but compromises your airway, your brain clearance, and your sleep depth. This is not about choosing one system over another. This is about all of them needing to work together. Number 4. The tight fetal position. Curling into a ball feels instinctively safe. But when your knees are pulled high toward your chest and your chin is tucked down, you are compressing 2 critical systems at once. First, your psoas, a deep muscle that runs from your lower spine down to your thigh bone. Think of it like a thick rubber band stretched between your back and your leg. 8 hours curled tight is like leaving that rubber band bunched up all night. By morning, it has lost its tension. When you stand up, the shortened muscle pulls your pelvis forward into a tilt. Think of a bucket of water tipping forward. That is your pelvis. The tilt compresses the front of your spinal discs and strains the ligaments in the back. This is why people who sleep curled up tight wake with lower back stiffness that takes 30 minutes to shake off. But here is the problem most people miss. The tight curl also restricts your diaphragm, the dome-shaped muscle under your ribcage that drives breathing. Your thighs pressing into your abdomen means the diaphragm cannot pull down fully, so you shift to shallow chest breathing. Shorter breaths. Less oxygen per cycle. Less oxygen means less time in your deepest sleep stage, the slow wave phase where your body releases the most growth hormone. Less growth hormone means slower tissue repair, weaker immune recovery, and less muscle restoration. This is not rest. This is your body running a recovery program on half power. The fix is simple. If you sleep on your side, keep your legs slightly bent, a loose crescent, not a clenched fist. That one adjustment restores full breathing depth and takes the pressure off your lower back. And finally, the position ranked dead last. The one doing the most damage per hour, and the one roughly 16% of adults still default to every night. Stomach sleeping. When you lie face down, your lower back loses its natural inward curve entirely. The weight of your pelvis, the headwest part of your core, sinks into the mattress and forces your spine to bend backward. Think of it like bending a credit card the wrong way. It does not snap immediately, but the stress accumulates night after night, loading the small joints in the back of your vertebrae in a direction they were never built to handle. But the real damage is higher up. To breathe face down, you have to rotate your head 90 degrees to one side. That locks the vertebrae in your neck into maximum rotation for 6, 7, 8 hours straight. The ligaments on one side stretch beyond their resting length. The joints compress on the turn side and gap open on the other. The arteries that thread through your neck vertebrae, carrying blood to your brain, get kinked at each rotation point. Over months and years, this one-sided loading creates chronic neck dysfunction, nerve irritation, and reduced blood flow. This is why stomach sleepers wake up with stiff necks, tingling fingers, and headaches that seem to come from nowhere. This is not rest. This is repetitive strain injury disguised as sleep. Now, the sleep architecture formula. 3 variables that determine whether your best-ranked position actually delivers results. First, alignment. Your ear, shoulder, and hip should form one straight line. A pillow that is too thick pushes your head upward and bends your neck. Too thin, and your head drops, compressing the shoulder side. Match your pillow height to your shoulder width. Second, pressure distribution. A pillow between the knees prevents your top leg from pulling your pelvis into rotation. Without it, even the perfect left side position slowly twists your lower back through the night. Third, consistency. Your body adapts to the position you repeat. If you have been a stomach sleeper for 20 years, your muscles, connective tissue, and joints have all remodeled around that posture. The switch will feel uncomfortable for 7 to 14 nights. By night 21, your body has adapted. The discomfort is not a sign the new position is wrong. It is a sign that the old one was. Align, distribute, repeat. That is the formula. By the 3rd week, you will notice it. Deeper sleep, less stiffness, fewer unexplained aches. Not because you changed your mattress, because you changed what your body does for 8 hours every single night.